Ever wonder what's really going on behind the scenes when you're looking for a house online? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain and diving into some of the hidden deals that are actually shaping your next home search.
You know the drill, right? You jump on a website, you type in a city, a price range, and poof, hundreds of listings just appear. It feels so seamless, almost like magic. But that clean, simple screen is just the very tip of a giant, kind of messy iceberg. The real question is, what's happening underneath it all? See, the reality is the digital real estate world isn't one big happy database. It's actually more like a wild patchwork quilt made of hundreds of different local and regional groups, all with their own rules, their own turf. And for years, that chaos, that fragmentation, was the perfect opening for big tech companies to swoop in and build those slick, easy-to-use search websites we all know, right on top of all that jumbled data.
So, to really get what's changing now, we first have to understand the system itself. And that means getting to know the most important player in this entire maze.
And that player is the MLS, or Multiple Listing Service. Now, this isn't one single thing, it's actually a whole bunch of them. Each region has its own. This is the absolute ground truth for real estate data. It's created by real estate pros for real estate pros to share accurate info with each other.
And you really have to get this part. These local organizations aren't just a piece of the puzzle, they are the backbone. I mean, the entire multi-trillion-dollar residential real estate industry is built right on top of them. Every single listing you see on any search portal, its journey started right here.
So what happens when that backbone is all chopped up into different pieces? Well, it creates challenges, for sure. For you, the home buyer, it can mean you're seeing inconsistent data. For agents, it's like running into invisible digital walls between neighboring towns. But lately, the industry itself has started to push back with a really interesting trend: collaboration.
So let's start with our first solution. For this, we're heading to the New York City area, where a major partnership is trying to create a better, more trustworthy online search experience directly for consumers like you.
Here's what's happening. OneKey MLS, which is this huge player covering New York City and Long Island, is teaming up with an organization called the Broker Public Portal. And their goal is to use this partnership's technology to build a better, more direct home search experience on OneKey's very own website.
And this broker public portal has its own national brand that you might start seeing around, Cribio.com. The whole point of this entire initiative is to build a consumer search site that's actually owned and operated by the industry itself. You know, the brokers and the MLSs who have the original data in the first place.
So why does this matter to you? Well, it all comes down to the business model. Unlike a lot of the big portals that make their money on ads or by selling your contact info as a lead, this model is totally different. It's designed to give you data directly from the source and connect you right to the agent who actually represents the property. No middleman. Dan Troup, the CEO of Broker Public Portal, really sums it all up. He says the whole mission is to create a search experience that's built on trust, that's direct from the source, and is powered by the professionals who live and breathe this stuff every single day.
Okay, so that's one big move. Now, for our second story, we're going to shift gears. This one is less about the public search site you use and more about making life way, way easier for the agents working on your behalf. And trust me, when their job gets easier, your home search gets a whole lot better. For this one, we're heading down to Texas. The Houston Association of Realtors, which everyone just calls HAR, is one of the biggest in the country. And they've basically been on a mission to knock down all those digital walls that separate real estate markets.
And they're doing this with something called a reciprocity agreement. The easiest way to think of it is like a digital master key. It lets an agent from one market easily get into lockboxes and show homes in a neighboring market without having to join another board or pay a bunch of extra fees. Their latest deal is with the Beaumont Board of Realtors. And just like that, almost 50,000 Houston area agents can now work seamlessly for their clients in 10 brand new counties. And in return, Beaumont agents get that same frictionless access to the huge Houston market. It's a total win-win situation.
As the Har.com board chair said, it's all about efficiency and reach. When your agent isn't slowed down by some artificial digital border, they can serve you so much better, whether you're looking right in the city or in a county next door.
And this is no small thing. Through this deal and a bunch of others like it, the Houston Association of Realtors network now covers a staggering 80% of all property listings in the entire state of Texas. That is a massive, connected marketplace.
So, okay, we've got a deal in New York to improve the consumer search, and we have a deal in Texas to improve agent access. What's the big picture here? What does all this actually mean?
Well, the crucial point is that these stories aren't just random, isolated deals. They represent a fundamental shift. For years, the industry was defined by fragmentation, and those third-party portals thrived on it. Now, we are seeing a powerful wave of collaboration, where these organizations are working together to build a stronger, more connected system from the inside out.
So what should you take away from all this for your next home search? Well, first, it means you're more likely to see listings with data straight from the source, so it'll be more accurate. Second, your agent is more empowered than ever to help you search in a wider area without hitting annoying roadblocks. And third, the entire market is just becoming more connected, which is a good thing for everyone involved. This whole wave of internal collaboration raises one last, fascinating question. As the traditional players in real estate join forces and build their own powerful, integrated systems, what does that mean for the big tech companies and third-party portals that have profited from the industry's fragmentation for so long? Now that is something to watch.